Hello. So let's get started with the problem that I'm trying to solve here. Now, old letters, ledgers sit at some corner of the world awaiting to get archived online. But there are two main problems that cause a hindrance. Number one is transcription and cataloging. And number two, what about personal data, personally identifiable information, such as medical history of people whose names might be there in those letters or old ledgers? And that is where I welcome you to Scriptorium. This here is the Git page, and it is live on production now. I have used render.com. This here is the URL. Let us open PowerShell and let us see whether it does the job or not. Here you would see the exact same URL as here. So let's invoke it. In the meanwhile, so what are the parts that I have majorly focused on? Now, the scanning of the document, that is out of scope for this particular agent pipeline. I have used a 4 agent architecture. This comes under the agents for good category. And I have used Google ADK plus MCP. Now, which model context protocol I have used, I'll talk about that in a while. So the first agent takes care of the transcription. This problem is solved. Another agent of the translation, another agent of the cataloging. And then finally, the archiving to the MCP server. That would be a future part of the project that I seek to undertake. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate now is the actual redaction. That is personally identifiable information. There should be a hard gate that stops any such information to pass through. Okay. So are we ready? Yes, we are. Now, what is the payload that I'm trying to test here? It says, Dear Margaret, the crops failed again. John Miller, some person at some address, was diagnosed with something, and this is his or her medication, right? Now, the problem with this is if this passes through, that means this medical history of the person is also getting passed, which is not something that we would want our agent to pass. So let's see whether it stops it or not. And here is the Git repo where we have the MCP server, the script for the MCP. We have all the skills files. We have the guardrails in place, all the script for the guardrails is still running. There we go. Now I have attached this output to my Kaggle submission. You can take a look at it. But in short, it is not allowing it to pass. Okay. It is stopping it, as you can see here. And this seeks a human in the loop where I, or the person who is in charge of approving this, he or she needs to approve it. Now there is, okay, so all the outputs I have pretty much pasted here. Now we have yet another payload where there is no such medical personally identifiable information. Okay. And if this information passes, that is something which is desirable. Not just it should pass, that is what is desirable of this agent. So let's see whether this passes or not. There you go. It's clean, right? And that builds case for this project. And by the way, like I said, this is not a remote instance. It's actually live on production. So whatever we saw now is actually on production. And this is the exact part that needs to be reviewed, and it has got reviewed. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.